A frightened man runs through a dark forest in Ireland. He keeps passing signs that say things like, "Point of no return," but no matter what he does, he can't escape. Darkness falls, birds fly overhead, and he suddenly falls into a pit. An unseen force grabs him and drags him away. Meanwhile, elsewhere in Ireland, a young artist named Mina lives a quiet life and works at a pet store. One day, her boss asks her to deliver a rare parrot to a zoo in another city. Mina agrees. She tells the bird that her mother died 15 years ago. That night, Mina puts on a wig and pretends to be someone else at a bar. The next morning, feeling guilty, she apologizes to the parrot, saying the real her is someone most people wouldn't like. She and the bird, which she later names Darwin, begin their road trip. On the way, Mina's sister Lucy calls, reminding her that family still loves and misses her. But as Mina drives into an old forest, her car suddenly breaks down. She loses cell service and decides to look for help, carrying the parrot's cage. The forest feels strange and empty. When she returns, her car is gone. As it gets darker, Mina walks through the woods, trying to stay calm by talking to Darwin. Then she sees a woman running and follows her to a small cabin. The woman, Madeline, urgently tells Mina to come inside if she wants to survive. Inside, Mina meets two other people, Chiara and Daniel, who've also been stuck here. Madeline makes her stand in front of a mirror, explaining that strange creatures called the Watchers come out at night. They can't enter, but they can observe, and they watch through the mirror. That night, Mina hears applause. Madeline explains it's the Watchers welcoming a new person. In the morning, Mina wants to leave, but Madeline warns her it's impossible. The forest causes hallucinations. The signs in the woods mark the limit, where it's still safe to return before dark. Go beyond them, and you're lost forever. The signs were left by someone called the Professor, who vanished long ago. That night, Daniel puts on a little performance for the Watchers, introducing Mina. They seem pleased but want her to behave normally. Ciara dances like she always does. Mina, exploring the cabin, finds old DVDs of dating shows. Life becomes routine, watching TV, standing by the mirror, and staying in the light. One day, Mina knocks on the mirror and hears someone knock back. Madeline freezes and everything goes still. Later, Daniel tells her Madeline used to teach mythology and thinks she knows everything. He's been here for 8 months but never seen anyone else. Curious, Mina asks him to help her explore one of the strange holes in the forest. She finds old toys, electronics, and a bicycle. But when strange noises echo in the darkness, she climbs out in fear. Daniel builds a surveillance system from the old parts they found. One night they hear someone knock. It's a man claiming to be Ciara's husband, John. But when asked a personal question, he can't answer. He begs to be let in, then suddenly gets dragged away by something unseen. The Watchers knock loudly on the mirror. Madeline shields the group until it stops. In the morning, Madeline throws the bicycle back into the hole, angry that they're breaking rules. Mina remembers the day her mother died in a car crash, a tragedy she still blames herself for. Food runs low, tensions rise, and Chiara eventually leaves the cabin. Mina finds her, and Chiara admits she believes John was real. Suddenly, they hear screams. Daniel refuses to open the door. Mina convinces him by sharing her guilt and telling him he'll live with regret if he lets others die. He lets them in just in time. They all stand before the mirror. Madeline finally opens up. She came to this forest on purpose. She once saw a version of herself in the woods. The Watchers, she says, are ancient beings, fairies, changelings, who study humans to mimic them. They will never let anyone leave. Suddenly they hear their own voices outside. Daniel finds a hidden hatch. Inside is a secret bunker filled with supplies. A video plays. It's the professor, Rory Kilmartin. He had discovered this place, which he called Wonderland, in 1979. He built the bunker and studied the Watchers, even capturing one, a red-haired girl who seemed curious. Over time, he tried to bond with her, but in the end, he realized he had learned nothing and chose to end his life. His final message says, "There's a boat by the river. Just follow the birds." The group prepares to escape. They walk for hours and finally spot a river after following a flock of birds. But just as they reach the boat, Daniel hears John calling again. He runs to him, but it's a trap. The changeling kills him and takes his form. The others escape in the boat. They wake up and realize they've returned to civilization. Mina visits the professor's university, pretending to be his niece. In his office, she finds files suggesting that some fairies still live among humans. She shows a photo of Madeline to Kiera, revealing she was the professor's wife who died years ago. That means the Madeline they lived with was actually the red-haired fairy, still alive. A car pulls up, and the real Tiara gets out. The Tiara inside is a fairy. Exposed, the fairy knocks out Mina and takes on Daniel's form. It explains that fairies just want to live like other creatures, but humans have driven them underground. The fairy transforms into Kilmartin, then into Mina, preparing to kill her. But Mina tells the fairy she understands. She too is half human. She admits it was wrong for humans to push the fairies away. The fairy is moved. She spreads her wings and flies off. Mina wakes Kiara and reunites with Lucy, finally forgiving herself for their mother's death. Her niece shows her a drawing of Mina and Darwin, who she still keeps as a pet. Outside, a red-haired girl watches from a distance. She shifts into someone else. This isn't a horror movie in the usual sense, but more like a dark fairy tale for adults. The story unfolds slowly, with tension and mystery, ending in a quiet but haunting way. If you were trapped in a forest where strange creatures watched your every move, would you fight to escape or try to understand them? Let us know in the comments what you would do in Mina's place. And if you enjoyed this eerie, emotional journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss more haunting tales and hidden truths. Until next time, stay curious, stay safe, and beware the watchers in the dark.